Hello YouTube, hello vinyl community, I'm John K from Techhead. Merry Christmas once again to everybody, also Happy New Year and best wishes for 2014. Best wishes from Greece. I will do a video now with the top vinyl releases of 2013. I was trying to do a top 10, but it was hard. I mean, of course I can do it. We've also done it in the radio station that I'm working, but vinyl community is something different and I don't want to push myself and leave some records outside. Of course, I'm gonna leave some records out of the video because it's impossible to show the best releases of 2013 in one video. As you know, this year I bought a lot of new releases because 2013 is important to me as a record collector because I start to collect different genres than techno music. So that's the reason that I bought quite a lot of stuff out of techno records, but most of the stuff that I'm gonna show you is electronic. I'm gonna show you also some the best albums of 2013 in my opinion on techno, a couple of soul records, and most of the records are electronic and at least new releases that you really need. If you don't know some of these records, in my opinion you should really go and check them out. I'm gonna do this quite quickly and start with this record in random order, no numbers. John Hopkins, the return of John Hopkins, Immunity, double LP, Gatefold, amazing album, maybe one of the best albums of the year. This is not a top countdown, but I don't know, maybe one of the best releases electronic of the year for sure. John Hopkins, Immunity. If you don't know it, go and check it out. And this is the same for all the records. If you live in Berlin, John Hopkins is playing with Moderat on the end of February, so I don't know if it's sold out. So you maybe go and listen him live. He's done some amazing work with those guys, Moderat. This is their second album, double LP, Gatefold, one of the best releases of the year, maybe the best album of the year for my taste is this. Moderat 2 is the name. Moderat is a duo from Germany, Apparat and Mode Selector. Mode Selector are two guys, Apparat is one, so it's not a duo, actually it's a band between those two artists, let's say. Yeah, Boys of Canada, Tomorrow's Harvest, one of their best albums in my opinion. Not the best, but this thing, it's really good. If you thought that it was a so album, or you didn't have this in your collection and you are to ambient electronic music, just go and buy it, please. Boys of Canada, one of my favorite electronic bands, let's say, of all time. This is also double LP and Gatefold. One of the most anticipated albums of the year. Lots of people hate it, lots of people love it. I'm gonna explain myself, but I believe that you can't leave this album out of the top albums of the year for many reasons. Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. Well, this album is a very nice production, very well produced, and very good songs on it. Has nothing to do with the Daft Punk classic sound, you know, roughness and electronic French style Daft Punk was always a trademark, and in this thing, in this LP, they're doing something. They did something really different, which I like it because they took all these disco elements from earlier decades and they did fantastic work to my ears. Also, lots of collaborations here with Giorgio Moroder and many other artists. It's not my favorite album of the year for sure, but I can't overcome 2013 without even mentioning this album. This is Daft Punk Random Access Memories. One of the albums that I heard because of the vinyl community. Yeah, it is my honest opinion that is in the top albums of 2013. It's Ambient and it's by a vinyl community member and a good friend of mine that I'm watching almost all of his videos, and he's doing a lot of videos. Mr. Derek Higgins. This is Sonospheres 2. Ambient, electronic, a very good production. Derek told me that he's done this in, I think, 2 months of work, but it doesn't matter really. This sounds great. Congratulations, Derek, and this is something that you need to check it out in the case that you don't know it. I don't think this is the case because lots of people talked about this in the vinyl community, but I believe that is one of the best things that I heard in his style for 2014 for sure. I've got quite a lot of records to show you. This is not gonna be a top 10. I don't want to push myself and, you know, with numbers and stuff like that. Continuing with Machinedrum on Ninja Tune. You know the label. Machinedrum is a very good producer. This is a very good album. This is double LP. This is electronic dubstep garage. Anyway, it's electronic and it's very, very hard to describe. It's called Motor City. One of the best packaging of the year, this record. If you want to see it, go back to my previous videos and you can see it. And there's also a very nice website, mini website of this album. You can go and check it out. I think it's machinedrum.net. Machinedrum Vapor City, one of the best electronic albums for my taste. Tom York's project, Atoms for Peace, Amok. Most of the people know this album, so I'm not gonna tell anything. Fantastic job. One of the best soundtracks, well, maybe the best soundtrack of the year for my taste. I saw this a lot of times in my previous videos, so I'm not gonna speak a lot about it. This is from from a film called Maniac, from an artist, a French guy called Rob. Electronic synth style. Go and check it out if you don't know it, please. Maniac by Rob. Fantastic packaging too, on Death Waltz label, a well-known label that they're making a lot of horror film reissues from the past. Now a couple of albums with indie pop and all this stuff. This is the newcomers of the year for me, from a band called London Grammar. The album is called If You Want. This is also double LP Gatefold. Go and check them out. This girl can sing, can really sing. This is highly recommended for everybody if you like this kind of music, indie pop. This was my gift when I won Roger Coleman's competition. Cheers, Roger. Hope you are fine. Merry Christmas. And well, all of the album, all the tracks are fantastic, really. They did some nice cover to Kavinsky's Night Call, and of course Wasting My Young Years, Strong, and everything is amazing here. London Grammar. if you're a fan of indie pop music. Her voice reminds me a bit of Florence and the Machine. So if you like Florence and the Machine, well, not exactly, but just to give you an idea, go and check them out. London Grammar. This is something that we played in the radio station in 2012, but the album came out this year, so I can't leave it out of the best records of the year. This is from Mrs. Mister, Secondhand Rapture, indie pop, yeah, quite poppy. But this song, Hurricane, was #1 song of 2012 in the radio station, so for a reason it's in my heart and I can't leave Secondhand Rapture by Miss Mister out of my favorite albums video of the year. Well, a project called Le Carousel. Amazing packaging, limited edition, very limited edition, hand painted with different artwork, so if you're gonna look for it, mind that you might see a different artwork. Le Carousel is the name of the band. This is the self-titled debut album. Le Carousel is a project by Phil Kieran, and this is indie pop, indie rock, electronic kind of thing. This is an amazing limited edition cover. I've got number 47. One of my favorite indie LPs of the year. This one I showed it a lot of times. It's a techno record. Now I'm gonna show you some techno stuff. You and the Machines is the name of the band. Well, it's not a band, it's a guy, I think he's a producer. Very nice collaborations on this EP, lots of sound like violins, chords, pianos. This is triple LP, gatefold with amazing packaging. You should really check them out. You and the Machines, if you are into techno music, this is my best albums of the year, or Ornaments label. I'm gonna show you 3 more techno records, which I believe was and is the best of the year that we passed. Function, Incubation on Ostgutron, a very good label, a very good techno record label. This thing is dark, it's hard, it's banging, but there's something on it that you can't find it in other albums of techno music. It's so atmospheric and sometimes so rough, so melodic. It's everything. Function, Incubation on Ostgutron, one of the best techno albums of the year. Another one by Rico, Dub Techno and Techno album. This is double LP. This is not gatefold, on blue vinyl. Rico with Architectural, the blue album. This is fantastic, really. It's hard for me to choose only 4 techno records because, as you know, I am buying a lot of techno stuff, but this was really my opinion for the best 4 of them. Allface, this is the artist. Yeah. On Token Records, this is fantastic. Frames of Reference LP, double LP, banging techno, same style, hard with lots of imagination. If you like techno music, you should check those albums, really. I'm gonna finish this video and this, I don't know how to name it, this 2013 thing with the records, with 2 soul LPs. There are quite 2013 was a nice year with nice soul new releases. I know that because we're playing quite a lot of soul new releases in the radio station that I'm working. I don't have a lot, I have a few, but from what I've got, this was something that I can recommend for sure in this year. Stone Throw Records, if you don't know the label, it's a very good one. Myron and E, Broadway. This is soul R&B. All of the tracks are very interesting here. Broadway by Myron and D, and also nice colors on the cover. And this is the best soul LP of the year. Charles Bradley. I think that most of the people know him right now. He's quite hyped at that time. Victim of Love, this is his second album. This guy, what can I say about him? He's a good guy for sure, and there's also a very good documentary that you can check with Charles Bradley. I saw it the last month or something, and it was very good. One of the best soul albums, and his voice is from the past for sure, nothing to do with 2013, but Charles Bradley, Victim of Love. I was searching for 10 minutes through the new releases, and those were the records that I think that is the best of the year, at least for what I've got. I still got a lot of new releases from 2013 in my wish list, but I can't show them to you. Please comment below, subscribe if you like this kind of music. I have a lot of news actually, but I will do a separate video to discuss them with you. Best wishes to everybody for the new year, for 2014, and hope that it's gonna be a nice year too for everybody, for all of my subscribers, and for the vinyl community. Cheers from Greece, and see you soon. Bye.